Part 2, Questions 9 to 20. In this part, you will hear 3 conversations. The conversations will not be repeated. There are 4 questions for each conversation. For each question, choose the correct answer, A, B, C or D. Questions 9 to 12.
Listen to a conversation between a university student and a professor in the professor's office. Good morning, Miss Rosencrantz. You're here to discuss your essay? What's the problem? Is your grade too high?
Yes, sir. I mean, no. My grade's not too high. I was just, wondering. I got a B minus, and I just want to ask why. I worked really hard on it, and I thought I'd get a higher grade.
I understand, and I know you worked hard on it. I could tell when I read it that you put a lot of effort into it. Sloth is a problem for some students, but not for you. Unfortunately, hard work doesn't always translate into a high mark. But remember, a B is a pretty good grade, no?
I know it is, but I get mostly B pluses and A's. So, could you please tell me what's wrong with it and how I can improve for next time?
Absolutely. Do you have the essay with you? Let me see. Well, first of all, it's creative and well written. Grammatically. There aren't many mistakes. Your thesis sentence is clearly stated, and it's in the first paragraph. Good, good. I think your greatest weakness is structure. You need to make sure that your supporting paragraphs reinforce your thesis.
Yes, I know. I tried to outline it before I wrote and then, follow the outline as I wrote it, but it got kind of hard to stick with the outline.
An outline is an excellent tool. The trouble with outlines sometimes is that as you write, your ideas change. Something comes to you that you didn't think of when you made your outline, or you get busy writing and find you've strayed from the outline structure. So you need to be careful not to follow your outline too rigidly. It's only a guide.
Yeah, I found that out in the third paragraph, 'cause I wanted to add some of the stuff we learned about the Renaissance. So then I went back and changed the outline, and it was hard to figure out how to include all that.
That confusion shows in your paper. Remember that each paragraph, needs to have a topic sentence, then other sentences that support it. In your third and fourth paragraphs, this doesn't seem to be the case. Here, take a look.
Oh, I see. The topic sentence mentioned changes in art, and then I started writing about changes in religion and science.
Yes, it would have been stronger to treat each of these topics with a separate paragraph. Because you strayed off track in the middle paragraphs, it took some of the punch away from your conclusion. You want to end with a bang, not a whimper. Another thing that lowered your mark was your bibliography section. It doesn't follow the format on the handout I gave you. Your references should be in the order they are cited in the essay. Here you list a reference that appears on page 3 before you list the one you cited on page 2.
Oh, yeah, shoot. Sorry about that.
You don't need to apologize. Just learn from your mistakes and do it correctly next time.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your help.
I'll tell you what, Miss Rosencrantz, I wish more students were like you. You're the only one in a class of 30 that cared enough to meet with me and challenge your grade. Congratulations. Just because you had the fortitude to do that, I'm going to change your mark from a B minus to a B plus.
Really? Oh, thank you, Professor Amons. Really? Wow, that's great.
Now answer question number 9. Now answer question number 10. Now answer question number 11. Now answer question number 12.
Questions 13 to 16.
Listen to a conversation between a student and her counselor.
Excuse me, Mr. Morgan?
Oh, hi. Lindsay, isn't it? Come in, Lindsay. I haven't seen you in quite a while, have I? How can I help you?
Well, if you have a few minutes, I need you to help me sort out my credit hours. It's kind of an emergency.
Okay, sit down. I've got a few minutes right now.
Thanks very much.
So what's the problem with your credit hours?
Well, I think I may not have the right ones. The ones I need to graduate, I mean.
What's your major again? Business management?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. For Biz Ad, I still need to take Global Economics, EC 303. And, well, I've got room for it in my schedule, but 303's got a prerequisite, which I haven't taken. EC 203, Econometrics.
Oh, that's just great. And how did you manage that, Lindsay?
Not paying attention. I didn't notice until now that I needed 303 to graduate, and didn't notice before that I needed 203 before. Is there anything I can do now to fix this?
Well, I'm not sure. It's possible that the dean would let you take them concurrently. It's been done before in extremis.
Well, that's what I meant, extremist. The last term before graduation, and I'm stuck. Do you think he would, really?
It's possible if your grades are good enough and everything else is in order. Are they? Is it?
Oh yeah, my GPA's 3.7, and I've got all the other required credits and then some. I've actually taken more electives than I need to.
Too many electives and a missed prerequisite. Good work, Lindsay.
Yeah, pretty dumb, eh?
Okay, well, they're both offered this term, I hope?
Oh yes. Global Economics is Tuesday through Thursdays at 3 p.m., and Econometrics is the same days at 11 in the morning. Those would work fine, except
Except what?
Except I've already signed up for the second half of my statistics course, Stats 202 at 11.
Is that a required course?
No, but it's highly recommended for business majors, and I really need that math. Math is my weak point, I'm afraid, and I'm going to use a lot of it if I go into finance like I want to.
Lindsay, do you know what, econometrics is?
Sure. I guess. What? It's, measuring economies. Econo plus metrics, isn't it?
It's math, Lindsay. Statistics. It's a course in the kinds of statistics used in business, finance, and economics.
Oh, so maybe I don't need Stats 202 then.
That's right. BizAd makes sure you get the necessary math by requiring econometrics. But you've taken Statistics 201 already?
Yes.
Listen, there may be another solution to this. The dean might accept Stats 201 and 202 in place of econometrics.
Really? That'd be great.
He might. Anyway, I'm going to have to call his office about this, about both possibilities right away. Let me just see what they say. If you had a choice, which option would it be?
Well, unless they really want me to take econometrics, I think it would be easier if I completed the second half of my statistics course. I mean, then I'd have the whole course under my belt. But whatever the dean wants, I'm happy to do whatever it takes me to graduate on time.
Okay, good. Well, with two options, he may be more amenable to exempting you from the prerequisite. Can you bring me a copy of your transcript later today?
I've got one right here, Mr. Morgan. Here you go.
Yes, it does look good, Lindsay. 3.7 and a good scattering of A's, too. Okay, I'll arrange to see the dean as soon as I can. If not today, then tomorrow morning, I hope. And we'll try to get this straightened out for you. Stop by tomorrow afternoon about 3, will you?
Sure, and thanks. Thank you very much.
Okay, and don't worry too much. The dean can be quite flexible in a good cause. See you tomorrow then.
Thanks so much, Mr. Morgan. See you tomorrow afternoon at 3.
Now answer question number 13. Now answer question number 14. Now answer question number 15. Now answer question number 16.
Questions 17 to 20.
Listen to two roommates talking about fraternities. Oh, hi, Marlon. I didn't hear you come in.
Showers too loud? Boy, you sure take long ones. Doesn't your mother complain?
Every time. She says I double the water bill.
I can believe it.
But a shower doesn't use nearly as much water as taking a bath does. Of course, you wouldn't know. You don't use either one.
Huh. You'd know if I didn't. You wouldn't be able to breathe in here right now. What's the occasion?
It's rush week, my man. I've got a fraternity to check out tonight. Omega Theta.
Omega Theta? Really? They rushed you? That's a feather in your cap. Everybody says they're really cool.
Yeah, they are. But they've also got a good reputation for academics, too. They've got the highest GPA on Fraternity Row.
That means you're going to have to keep up your average, too.
Yeah, but I figure that'll be easier to do with a little help from some Omega Theta friends.
You've got friends there?
I will if I join. They've got a pretty strict study regimen. Everyone gets assigned a tutor, an upper-class brother, kind of an academic buddy system. They say it works good.
Sounds good if you need that.
And I do. I'm not a self-starter at all. Left to myself, I tend to fiddle around and get nothing done.
Me too, I guess. If I go to the library or the coffee shop to study, I do better. But if I sit around here, I just dawdle. I listen to music or pick at the guitar or, anything to avoid getting down to my assignments.
That's why I think Omega Theta is a good idea.
But what about the really important stuff?
Huh? What's that?
Their parties. They don't have much of a rep as a party house.
No, they don't.
Well, isn't that the main reason to join a fraternity? To party and meet girls?
For some guys, I guess so, yes. I like to party too, but not every weekend like the Delta Thous do. Now, that's a real animal house. Talk about reputation.
Yeah, probably a little much for me too. When I think about it, we got to stay a bit serious. After all, we got to find jobs when we leave here.
Anyway, Omega Theta does throw a good party or two along the way, just before Christmas and Easter break, and then Halloween, of course.
Oh boy, I hope you'll invite me to that one. I love Halloween parties.
Sure, if I can, but I haven't been invited to join yet.
Oh yeah? I forgot. Well, I want to hear how it goes tonight.
You bet. Reception's at 6:30, dinner's at 7. There'll be some talking and a tour of the house and some one-on-one. No alcohol, I think. So I should be back here by 9:30 or 10 at the latest. Then I'll spill all.
Hey, I just thought of something. If you join Omega Theta and move into their house, what am I going to do for a roommate?
No, you're stuck with me for a while yet in any case. They don't have freshman residents, just upperclassmen. And not a lot of those. It's not a big house.
How many are staying there anyway?
I don't know, about a dozen or so, I think. I think they've got 5 or 6 bedrooms. Everybody else in the dorms are off campus. But they've got a big hall that'll hold 30 or 40 brothers for meetings and cram session and things.
Huh. Well, I don't want to hold you up. It's almost 6 o'clock now.
What? Yipes. I gotta get dressed and get out of here.
I'll leave you to it. I'm going over to the campus club and see if there's a good movie on.
Don't you have anything better to do?
Nah, no one's rushing me tonight. Maybe it's the garlic I ate at lunch.
Couldn't be your personality, could it?
Thanks. You're my pal, too. Lock the door when you leave, will you?
Yep. See you about 10.
If the movie's over. if there is one. Otherwise, I'll just be hanging out back here.
Okay, see you later.
See you. Have fun.
Now answer question number 17. Now answer question number 18. Now answer question number 19. Now answer question number 20.
This is the end of part 2. Now, go on to part 3.